Good day, my name is Silva Meth. I am daughter to Forrester Pert Met and biologist and vet Marva Meth. At first, I want to introduce with myself. I am 28 years old and work as vet in Sameste Clinic, like my mother. It is not random that I am here, because I have some special story for you. Even my name is not random, it is united with story I want share with you. So, this story is about my parents and some person that is not usually an random person, but let it stay story long. Story begin with my father Pert Met that had lived into the hunt in middle of forest this time. Sound unusually to this era? Why in hut? My father's story in not usually he had worked at a sawmill for some time, but when there become firework, he had lost his work, but didn't he into city too. So, he had building a hut with his own hands and stay living close to nature. Years running. It was chill winter and here my story begin. That night before all beginning, snowstorm fucked all night and at morning, was nothing, only snow around. My father decided go afterward into forest. A snow was deep and walk was difficult, but to his God, there was much of branches after storm, that may be taken as fuel. So he walked trough the forest and there were not only branches, but broken trees too. It wasn't he wonder after that storm. So, he walked farther and suddenly something unusually caught his attention. There one more broken tree, but to them something strange. Father walked closer and spring away, because under this tree lay, injured wolf. Yes. Wolf. I can still remember my emotions, when father had tell me this. I was much younger then and it had stay prints into my soul. Wolf was in very bad condition, his fur was lost in that places, where tree had taken it off and there was raw. Oh God! I still can speak about this without tears. Dad decided to rescue him. Other people would give up, just let wolf dead or shout him, but not Pert, not father. The wolf was heavy, but father lifted him into chanterelles and pulled to his hut. Unfortunate, father had get cold while rescued wolf and now was 2 weak persons deep into the woods. Wolf don't he move and not father had thinking that wolf have broken ribs, but didn't he have who ask for help. 2 days later, he got up because he had to go to the forest afterward and find something for himself and for the wolf. Snowstorm was gone, but still was difficult to walk. So, father walked trough the forest, feeling joy about winter and nature. His luck was close in face of great rabbit that he could get, but, as he later admitted, it is always his fate to meet my mother. So, he was turn his attention away and let rabbit to go, but there was other chance and here begin real story. That was deer, but suddenly, huge bear running from deep of forest and started to trapping father. He said that last, that he had remember, that bear had pushed him to the ground. Father had waked 3 days later in some home. And now listen closely, because, now is beginning to story. One couple had found him, they was my mother, or correctly, woman that will become to my mother, and her classmate with whom she was in her relationship. His name was Udo. It is really important, because this story is relationships between 3 humans and person, that is unite here wolf. So, here begin friendship, relationships and, like years of fate. Father stayed there a little bit longer and they take care about him. But there was one more person, that needed help, a wolf. Father invited they both to his hut and now they all driving to the father's home place. Taking care about injured wolf united they friendship even more. They had named wolf as Silver and later, as memorable to they beloved wolf, I become from my parents' short form from Silver name, Silva, that also mean forest. That happened farther, was chaos and mess. That days, since Udo become unexpected call and suddenly go away from they company, was nightmare. That was nightmare not only to my mother, but to my father too. He said, that he hadn't to watch her worries and cry, because he loved her already. He also said, that destiny had come to help him again. Mother had walking to find Udo and dislocated leg. Father hadn't to stay away and help to her. Udo hadn't to return, but to my parents it was destiny. Silver get health and parents had let him go in forest, because they moved to the city, where dad finally get work again, but mother had grown me. So, here I am today, to tell you this all. Watch my podcast, and if you had touched by this story, please, comment and like. I was glad to share with you in my parents' love story. Let's will love nature, animals and each other. So, it's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.